If you've been thinking that nothing is happening or nothing is changing, this is your wake-up call. It's not that nothing is happening, you're just perceiving it that way because you're too caught up in the how. The second you say that this isn't working, you're going to experience it not working. So I want to talk about what's really happening behind the scenes when you do affirm, when you're thinking in your favor, and why the 3D not shifting yet doesn't mean your manifestation isn't already here. So when your mind says nothing is changing, what it's actually meaning is you're not seeing tangible proof in your 3D reality yet. And this is where a lot of people get tripped up. I remember when I was first starting on this manifestation mindset journey, this was something that was a little difficult for me to understand. And then once I fully grasped what this meant, manifestation became a lot easier for me. When you start to go down the route of you're not seeing proof, so you don't believe, that's your ego talking. And don't get me wrong, having a healthy ego is definitely needed, but you're not listening to your inner guidance or your intuition. And the ego really strives for control. It wants validation or else it spirals. But manifestation truly doesn't respond to panic. And this is why incorporating nervous system regulation in your daily routine is really important. Conscious manifestation responds to certainty and a knowing. The truth is, movement is actually always happening the moment you decide and hold the inner knowing. There's so many things moving out of your way that you can't see that is leading you to exactly what you want to experience. Movement doesn't always look exactly like you might imagine it does, and I really don't like getting too caught up in the word movement because you should be expecting your full-blown manifestation no matter what. I think a lot of people can get really triggered by, especially when you're in an undesirable circumstance or things look like it's not working, is actually when it's working the most. And to learn to have a level of patience with what you're creating, there is no need to rush what you are creating. And you might want it at a certain date and time, and you can absolutely manifest on a time crunch. The unfolding is not for you to micromanage or to even worry about. Your only job is to stabilize your state of being and to focus on nervous system regulation. So the second you say that nothing is happening, I think the quickest way that I've shifted in my state when I start having thoughts like this, or when I was experiencing delays, not knowing that it was actually getting me exactly what I wanted, I learned to soothe myself with breath work and with reminding myself that I always get what I want. But taking on the belief that I always get what I want really saved me from a lot of headache and going back and forth in my mind. I made the decision, I stuck to it, and that has to be my experience. Most people get stuck in, they decide it has to happen, or their manifestation has to come in one way. And I briefly spoke about this in one of my YouTube videos about when I went to Vegas. I was manifesting that a certain dollar amount by the end of that month. And I got invited to go to Vegas, not knowing that going on that Vegas trip would end me leaving with that exact dollar amount in my pocket. I was really thinking that it was gonna come in a totally different way. That's just a little example. This is something that can apply to any of your manifestations. Opportunity that you're trying to create could come from a person that you haven't even crossed paths with yet. And it honestly can all fall into place tomorrow, next week, by the end of this video, today, or in 5 minutes. But if you give up now, if you allow what you're seeing in your 3D to affect you to the point of wanting to give up, you break the bridge before it even has the opportunity to land. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. If you've already planted the seed, you need to stop digging it up. And this is not coming from a judgmental space, but you're creating a lot more inner havoc when you are constantly looking outside of you and asking, where is it? You really need to take the role of, wait, no, I always get what I want. I don't care what's going on out in front of me. This has nothing for me to worry about. This is actually leading me to exactly what I want to experience and to rest in that knowing. Everything is working in your favor. And until you actually grasp that concept that the universe is doing things to help you. The God, the universe, source, I actually saw this, I think it was on TikTok. Someone called God, the universe, source, Gus. Immediately made me think of the little Cinderella rat. Anyways, I thought that was cute. You gotta let Gus work. You gotta let it work. This comes easier when your nervous system is regulated, and this is why I talk about it in almost every single one of my videos. As someone who was very anxiously attached and really cared about how things had to come into my life, having a regulated nervous system now, I can hold the knowing and it literally just happens. I really don't have to do much. I wake up every day now with a clear headspace. Do I still have off days? Sure. But are they as frequent? No. I'm still a human being. So when you decide it has to happen this one particular way, you're creating more limits for yourself and you're not being the conscious creator that you are. Your job is just to hold the knowing. Think of your manifestation that you want. Got it? Great. It's already yours. And any moment that you feel doubt, worry, fear, insecurity, needing to force, I want you to step in with breath work. Go for a 30-minute walk. You'd be shocked at how moving your body really does help shake up your inner state of being. So your job really isn't to monitor or question how this is going to come into your life. If you would have told me that getting invited on that Vegas trip would have gotten me the exact dollar amount that I paid to get my car keys out of my car, I would have been like, you're crazy. There's no way. And it's funny because half the manifestations that come in, I don't even realize it until days after. And I know that sounds weird because you really think manifestation is going to come in with these grand fireworks and it's going to be in this grand way. It could, but majority of my own manifestations have come in the most discreet but life-changing way. So you actually really need to genuinely know it's already done. You don't need any more proof. You are the proof. Your stability is the proof. You have no idea how things come into your life. And you gotta let Gus do its job. You really do. Because when you can relax and actually enjoy your life and enjoy the unfolding, that's when you'll see, I hate the word movement, but that's when you will see your manifestation almost slap you in the face. And if you're tired of spiraling right now, like if you're just really exhausted with whatever it is you're creating, take a break from it. Just focus on nervous system regulation and the beliefs you hold about yourself. You've got this. Your manifestation is already happening. The unfolding is happening literally before your eyes. You're just too worried about how it has to come into your life. So rest in that knowing, be confident in what you're creating. And I am so excited to see how you're gonna enjoy the unfolding and actually enjoy the unfolding once you apply what I'm talking about in this video. But don't forget how powerful you are. You create your life. Life's not happening to you, it's happening through you.